What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Epic Strategy Games, this series. Today we're playing Rise of Nation Extended Edition. The game just got released I think a couple of weeks ago. I don't really remember exactly which day, but I think it was in June 12, 2014. Got re-released on Steam. If you guys are not familiar with Rise of Nation, Rise of Nation is a real-time strategy game developed by Big Huge Games and published by Microsoft. That was probably around 2003, and I would say that it's probably one of my favorite strategy games ever. Why? Because a gentleman called Brian Reynolds that actually was involved in this project, and that guy used to work in the Civilization 2 project. So, right, you guys probably got the idea. Yeah, Microsoft Civilization 2. Yes, this is probably one of the perfect hybrids between Civilization games and Age of Empire games. That's why it's probably one of my favorite. There is so many things, technologies that you need to research, some aspects that are clearly coming from Civilization. Most of the graphics and also the whole infantry, all the battles is more like a Age of Empire style. It's not turn-based, of course. You guys can see it's real-time strategy, but still, do you know what? You really need to give it a shot, and that's why I decided to start this section again. I'm not gonna do the whole game in here. I'm just gonna start a new game from scratch. Just gonna give you a couple details, talk a little bit about the game, and then we will, depending of your reaction, if depending of your commentaries, we'll see if we can start doing some videos. A lot of people ask me if I can start doing some co-op strategy games with some other people, just, I don't know, playing Civilization 5 or game like this one, for example. And again, I will wait. That's actually the topic of this conversation. Of this video. If you guys want me to start doing the co-op games, strategy games, so I can do like a tutorials, gameplay at the same time, and having somebody else in the game is actually really interesting. So don't forget, post your comments, okay? All right. Anyway, let's continue with Rise of Nations. This actually, they got a lot of graphical changes, and the textures and the lighting on water is pretty much some of the big changes that you're gonna notice in the compared with the 2003 edition. Also include a multiplayer, which is great, and well, you know, achievement, Twitch integration, and Steam trading card, and blah blah blah. But the core of the game is the same, and I love it. I love it. Well, let's talk a little bit more about the overview. What is the idea of Rise of Nation? Rise of Nation, the idea is control of territory. That's what it is. Okay, you win if you control 75% of the territory, and the territory is gonna get expanded when you start founding some new cities. Right now, we're gonna found a new city, which is not too far away from my capital. I'm playing with the Romans, by the way, and I'm trying to look at location that will allow me to have access to resources like wood right now. It's a good location. So with forts and cities is the only way for you to expand your territory. So that's really interesting. I mean, this is not the classic RTS game. There's a lot of games that you can just start constructing anywhere, like an Age of Empire. In this one, no, you need to have your basic territory. You can build outside your territory, so you have to expand basically. So you win the game if you control 75% of the map, or you destroy the capital or your enemy. Right? We just reached the classic era. That's because I was doing some researches in the library, and probably that's gonna ring a bell for all you followers of my Civilization Revolution series, right? It's getting kind of familiar, right? I know. Do you know what? I completely forgot about this game. I used to play a lot during the 2003, 2004, but then, you know, there's way too many games around, so I completely forgot and I stopped playing it again. But now when I saw it again on Steam, it's like, oh my god, I gotta play it again. Anyway, so resources. Resources are critical: food, wood, wealth. That's another one. I was just putting the woodcutter, and the woodcutter is really interesting. You need to find a location, and depending on how many trees you can cover with the woodcutter building, is the quantity of workers that can work in that area. It's not like unlimited. This is not like Warcraft. You can't have like a 30 peasants working in the woods chopping some logs, right? It doesn't work that way. You must put the building in a good location that will allow you to have the maximum number of workers. Right now I just create a merchant, and that's the only one who allow you to get some special resources that you will find around the map, similar to Civilization, eh? Remember when we had some special, when we found weed, iron and stuff like that? Those special resources will give you an extra bonus. So that's why it's important to have those merchants. Those merchants are the only one capable to gather those resources. Now in food, you need to start building farms, and the maximum number of farms per city is 5. Okay, so that's something to really be concerned, fella. Oh, this is a scout. Should be okay. If you guys are familiar with the Age of Empire, you also start the game with Explorer, and the cool thing about the Explorer is that you can select an option to do auto discover. So the guy is gonna be walking around the map, opening the fog of view of the map, and also is gonna discover some special resources. So keep an eye on that. That is one of the important strategies in this game. Take control of those special resources, because those are the key to success. Okay, so now we have the merchant there. I got the market, and the market is really interesting too. Why? Because once that you have 2 cities, you can create a trading route between both, so they can generate wealth. Okay, so the only to do that, well, there is many ways to create wealth. I'm just not gonna get into details. Like I say, if you guys really enjoy this video, I might probably come up and make some more videos in the future and make tutorials and stuff like that, because this is really like a Civilization game. I really enjoy it. But anyway, ooh, I'm getting chills. So in order to generate wealth, you can create caravans, but you need to have at least 2 cities, right? So the caravan is going to be traveling between both cities and generating wealth for your town, I mean for your empire in general. So again, a lot of cool things, kind of like a Civilization, blah blah blah. Yeah, ringing bells, right? I know that. There is so many aspects in the game. I'm gonna put a watchtower in here just in case. I got a couple archers just defending this Perugia, which is my first expansion. It's really important to expand as soon as possible, because like I say, that's the best way to start generating wealth. Okay, so we have how many resources? We got food, we got wood, we got wealth. We're gonna start, once that we start building the university, we're gonna start another resource. I don't remember if the name is knowledge or culture. No, don't really remember exactly what is the name. And then when you found some special, oh, this is another interesting part. There is some resources that you can gather until you reach some scientific advance. So in the library, there's like a 4 or 5, just like a 4 different, see, has 3 different stuff. One allow me to move between eras. I can't just jump between one era to another. In order to advance to one era to another, I need to have a certain amount of science research done, which is pretty similar to Civilization, as you guys probably can imagine. And I probably by now you guys are really tired that I'm talking about Civilization, but what can I do? It's my favorite game, right? The other one is the military. The other one is the civil, civil level 2. Okay, let's recap. In order to expand, you need to research the civics and the library. Okay, every time that you need to have an extra city, you need to keep increasing the level of civic. Okay, otherwise you won't be able to expand. Also to increase, and there is so many details, I swear to God I can't really do like just one quick video about this game, but like I said, I'm gonna try to do my best. Oh my God, another relic. That is something that I can collect with my explorer or one of my units. There is so much to talk about this game. This is really difficult to just do a quick video and try to explain everything. At least I'm trying to give you an idea. So now that I have my civic level 2, I can find my second city, and that is really important. Like I say, the more you expand, the more your borders are gonna keep expanding, of course, right? So like I was saying, that in the library you can research military, you can research civics and economics, right? And science too, right? And also you can move from one age to another one. Damn, there's a lot of stuff. I'm telling you, this is not a small game. It requires a lot of stuff. But anyway, so with science we can research some new technologies. It's gonna allow me to build some special buildings. Okay, for example, if we have the woodcutter, look at this. You see the position is gonna tell me how many citizens can work in there. So the best, you need to take your time to find the best location of your woodcutter, right? And then you need to start building farms because you need food. And now we move a little bit ahead in the game because, like I said, I'm not gonna be playing the whole game. I got the Spaniel is attacking me. I think I got my tower, watchtower, and a bunch of archers and javelin soldiers. Right now, probably you saw the message. They say the maximum population limit reach. In order to increase that, because you can see probably in the top right corner, I got 50 out of 50. You need to research the military in the library. You need to continue advancing the military. That will increase the cap of your population. Okay. Ooh, Queen Elisa. Isabella, I'm sorry, Isabella. Taking care of business. Yes. You need to know when to retire, you need to know when to move forward. Right now I'm moving forward even more in the game. Now I have some more advanced units that you guys can see. I got a leader also. Now with catapults it's easier to attack and destroy enemy buildings and claim them. Another cool thing is when you attack a city, once that the city is almost in ruins, you can try to assimilate that city and they can convert to your civilization, which is really cool, right? Depending on the power or influence that you have. So then if you control the city, the borders are going to keep expanding, and there you go, you continue growing. You can destroy, of course, the small buildings, but the big ones, the main, like a town center, you can actually assimilate it. So become you guys see the general is not an act, it's a passive unit that's gonna provide some extra bonus to all my units that are surrounding him. I think it's some +2 in armor and some other things. It has some special attributes too, and like I said, I won't get into many details, but basically what I was saying about the library, in the library you can research civics to increase the number of cities that you can found. In the military, allow you to advance in the military area, but also increase the population cap. With the commerce, if you research the commerce, it's gonna continue. In the top left corner you see a little a number, say 260, right? That number means that this is the kind of rhythm of production. If I read over and the numbers start blinking, then I need to upgrade the commerce. Otherwise, all the resources that are going to be gathered, some of those resources are going to get waste. So also you need to research the commerce. And the library, well, like I say, if you want to reach and start building some new special buildings, you need to have also the science. And the only way to do is do that research at the library. This game is awesome. I can say, I mean, there's so many things to talk about. Look at this. Now we're moving forward. We find again tanks. We're attacking the Spanish. This game rocks, really rocks. This is actually an epic strategy game. Well, guys, this is Kesuya the Game Hunter. Subscribe, like my videos. We'll see you in the next one. And tell me if you want me to continue making videos like this. Post in your comments. Take it easy, everybody.